Hey everyone, this week we are not doing a regular episode. Instead, we're gonna answer your questions because we asked you to ask us anything. So I'm joined by my producers and writers, and we're gonna answer your burning questions, like how come Francesca doesn't have her own late night show? And is Francesca a full-blown communist? Answers to those questions and more right after this amazingly obnoxious intro song.
Hi, I'm Kate. I'm the lead producer of Newsbroke.
I'm Jesse. I'm a producer. I write jokes. I direct sometimes.
I'm Matt Lieb. I'm a host and producer and comedy writer.
I help write, research, edit, report, direct.
If you've written to us, it's probably me who's written you back. So, surprise.
Also, I've been told that I chew very loudly at my desk because I like to chew with my mouth open because I can't breathe out of my nose. Doesn't keep them from laughing at me.
I also cheer up everyone by playing the recorder around the office, right guys? It's Careless Whisper.
How does Francesca not have her own late night show? I don't know. Call my managers. When in doubt, blame the algorithm. The algorithm is the reason why we can't get a late night show, and also, funnily enough, responsible for the meth epidemic in Appalachia.
OMG, where's Francesca? Donde está mi novia, Francesca? Where's Francesca? Where's Francesca? Where's Francesca? Where's Francesca? Okay, Mr. Jewish, Italian, beautiful, handsome, Middle Eastern looking man. Where is Francesca? The answer to the question, where's Francesca, which I get pretty much every time I do a video, doing something else, all right? Otherwise, I wouldn't be hosting. Sometimes she got other things to do, and she calls on old Matty Levy boy to step in. And I'm here, and I would like you to be present with me when I am here.
Question from Doom84. Can you answer where you got the name Newsbroke from? Yeah, we had a super long list.
We had Splaint, we had No Filter.
Yes, we can't even. Tragedy plus Time I really liked.
My favorite names, honestly, were Minor Meltdown. I also liked We're All Going to Die.
If I was here when they were deciding, I would have gone with the News Blues Clues.
My absolute favorite was Lol Jazeera. I, to this day, maintain that that would have been the best name for Newsbroke. Welcome to Lol Jazeera in Syria today. So yeah, we took the Newsbroke sentence and we put it together into one word, Newsbroke. Also, it kind of implies that, you know, it's news and it's broken, like weird.
Mike Hayes says, brilliant. Are you your own writer, Francesca? Either way, your delivery is always on point. Also love the camera work / lighting. Thank you so much, Mike. So for the camera work and lighting, we have an awesome studio crew. We have Hugo Lopez, who's behind the camera right now. And we also have, in the control room, Christine LaMonica. And they're great. Our research process is insane. We all collectively create a document that's about 30 pages long.
We cross-reference our news sources and information with other news sources and other academic articles.
Recorder break.
We start refining the angle that we want to take on the piece based on the information that we've found so far.
I usually take the first stab at every script. I write about 75 to 80% of every episode.
Lunch break, I hear there's a good grilled cheese place nearby. What is Camembert? I don't know. I like new things. I'm gonna get that.
My awesome team helps us take it all the way and helps, you know, punch up the jokes, helps fact check, make sure everything makes sense and it wasn't just like a Franny brain fart that just, you know, peh. And then I sit for about 12 hours and just squeeze it all in like intellectual Spanx. And just squeeze the information into just a tight 10 minutes, sometimes 11-minute piece. It's a lot of work, but because this team is so great and tight-knit, we make every piece.
Nope.
And then I tell them, great job, and I make sure they've each gotten their snacks, and I make sure they've got the right amount of light and food and water, and I just close up the cage and just dip. David Holberg asks, what would you guys say are the best news stories you have covered individually?
One of my favorite pieces that I got to research individually was our No Lives Matter to the Pro-Life Movement video. Also, I got to write a really funny parody song for that one. It's the Circle of Pro-Life.
It's the circle of pro-life, and it screws us all.
Anytime I get to do music, I like it. Right, guys, where's my recorder? Recorder?
Don't.
I really like the piece that we did about fake news, and we sort of found these hilarious little moments of fake newsery and weird shadow accounts and YouTube accounts trying to fake Americans into basically not voting for Hillary Clinton. That was the thing about YouTubers like Williams and Calvin, whose account was pulled from Facebook in August for being tied to Russian propaganda.
She think like racist, she behave like racist. Hillary. I don't like her in a little bit.
I am probably the most proud, in terms of one of my pieces, of the white genocide piece, mostly because we were able to kind of uncover a bunch of different dog whistles.
I've decided to blow the whistle on these dog whistles with my very own dog whistle.
I like any piece that makes the connection between social and economic justice. Media doesn't really discuss how stagnating minimum wage exacerbates xenophobia, or that not pricing environmental costs disproportionately affects marginalized groups, or that dynastic classist inbreeding creates people with almost fluorescently orange skin and abnormally tiny hands. And I also love the George Soros piece because I got to do my exposed voice.
Exposed! Soros is a neo-Nazi.
Okay, the Philoso Gamer asks, how do you decide on a topic for the week? We have pitch sessions, just like any newsroom. We'll get together and we'll throw out ideas, but we also will respond to the news that week and we'll spring into action like we did, let's say, around the Puerto Rico piece that we did. We thought, is this still gonna be a story in a week? And guess what? It's still a story 6 months later.
Because we're a weekly show, we tend to do pieces that are a little more evergreen so they live on later than just the week that they happened. And also, I think it's probably for the best that we're not always covering what the crazy thing that President Trump just said, because I think we would all go crazy. Great Lakes Den asked this question about our libertarian piece. I felt my brain cells dying from that debate. How do your researchers manage to not run screaming?
Well, I do actually run screaming. That's why I got a treadmill desk, so I can not stop working while I do that.
I do a lot of sit screaming, you know, I'm just like, ah! Ah!
I do scream. I scream inside. I scream with my eyes. It's called scryzing. Check it out. Benjamin Johnson asks, Newsbroke, when is the next time you will do a comedy sketch? I love the explainers, but I feel like you haven't done a sketch in a long time. I miss them. It's because it's an incredible amount of production work, and we're a team of only 4 people, and we can't really justify to our company, Al Jazeera, that we need to like rent a bobcat for an afternoon. We take what we can get, and we love these monologues. We loved our sketches too. Ideally, we'd do them all the time, but you know, get us a deal. Get us an HBO deal.
This question is from Phalagos. When's the next White Noise album release? That's actually a really good question. It's one of my absolute favorite sketches that we've ever done.
You can get White Noise on 2 CDs or 2 cassettes for only $19.39. So order it now and help establish the white European ethno-state we've always dreamed of.
Wait, what?
Check it out!
And it was funny until Donald Trump actually won the election and then the alt-right came to power. And now, it's too real. It's just way too real. So we probably won't make another one.
In your videos, I see you don't like capitalism, but I never hear where you fully stand politically. Do you want capitalism with a dash of socialism or full-blown communism? I like my politics like I like my food, like a variation. You know, I'm a political omnivore. You know, like I'm an anti-capitalist, but I love Nordstrom Rack.
This one is from Laura Klobasicki. My question is, how do I get to be best friendsies with Francesca and Matt? Aw, the best way to be friends with me and Francesca is to come to one of our live comedy shows, you know? Go onto our websites, check out our calendars, and, you know, come say hi after a show. You should do that.
Maylet Santiago asked, which news channel would you recommend best to watch on a daily basis? I would say that you should get more news, not less. Branch out a lot. Go to the BBC and New York Times, but go to also smaller sources like The Intercept and Democracy Now!
In order to follow a bunch of news sites, what I do is I have an RSS feed, just a little pro tip. I use Feedly, I love it. I put all of my favorite news channels and outlets into that. They have an app. It's a lot, but if you really want to stay informed, you have to read a wide swath of reporting.
It appears that you enjoy your work. If so, what specific things do you enjoy about it? I don't know, I have the best job ever. I get to work with hilarious and super duper smart people. Francesca's an amazing reporter and journalist. Matt and Jesse are also here.
I love working with Francesca.
Francesca is God.
Francesca is not intimidating whatsoever, so it's really great because totally not intimidating.
Do it again like you mean.
Okay, I'm sorry.
They are the funniest people. Like, we just laugh all the time in the office.
I really like joke writing. That's kind of what I do a lot. I'm super into politics, so you put those together, then it's kind of the perfect job for me.
I enjoy that we have the ability to respond directly to this insane news cycle that we've been put through for the last 2 years. It's kind of a dream job, except for within a nightmare. It's a dream job within a nightmare. No! No!
And for those of you who are wondering how I got so orange for the Oompa Loompa joke that we did in our last video, that was thanks to our amazing animator, Marissa Cruz, who crushes it every single week. Also, there's an entire team of animators. We shout them out after every single video. But she made me orange, and I did not like it. The other person that we haven't mentioned is our editor, Holly Gibson, who is such a doll every week as we sit behind her and just sort of whisper little cuts in her ear like, oh, what a, shib. As always, thank you for watching Newsbroke. Again, follow me at Franny Fio on Twitter.
Follow me on Twitter, at Lieb123456789. Literally the worst Twitter handle on Twitter to be verified with a blue check mark. No big deal.
I'm on Twitter, but I'm not. So tell me how to work Twitter.
At Jesse Fernandez.
And be sure to subscribe to Newsbroke on YouTube right now.
Like, subscribe.
Just smash that subscribe button.
Give us a 5-star review if you're on Facebook.
You guys are the best. We love our community out there.
Suffocate!